I made a list recently. Sometimes you get a little introspective and you start thinking about things that are important in life. I made this little list of what's important to me, what's valuable to me. And I came up a list of 7 things, and maybe you could come up with your own list of what's precious to you. But I came up with a list of 7 things that are precious to me. The first of those is health. Your health. If you don't have your health, what do you have? Nothing. Health is a valuable, important thing. And I think some of you are involved in health businesses. Sometimes we could take, our bodies are such incredible machines that we can abuse them so harshly, and yet they still rebound. You know, that we can feed them with terrible food, and we can deprive them of sleep, and we can not move as much as we need to move, and they still bounce back and survive. And sometimes we can take it for granted, and I think it's a mistake. And I'm 53 years old. You start thinking about maybe I have, potentially, who knows, advances of technology, but I probably have more yesterdays than I do tomorrows. You start paying attention a little bit more to health. You start moving your body a little bit more. You start saying, should I put that into my body a little bit more? So health is a big one. That's one for me. A second is love. Love. This idea of, I think love connects us. This movie, Collateral Beauty. Anybody see the movie Collateral Beauty with Will Smith? Where he has this conversation with love and he's mad. And my favorite part of that movie is when the character of love says, I'm in all of it. I'm in everything. I'm in the pain. I'm in the joy. I'm in the adventure. I'm in it all. I'm in the relationship. I'm in everything. It's the one thing that binds us, connects us, this incredible energy of love. And without it, it's a sad thing. Whether it's romantic love or friendship love or love for your work, love for contribution, love for your purpose and your passion, love is a big deal. Next is family and friends for me. You think about the impact of family and friends in your life. Some of you don't have a large extended family. Those of you who do know what that can mean for you. Those of you who don't, or come from small families, or you've lost members of your family, know how friendship can take that place of family. Richard Bach wrote that rarely do members of the same family grow up under the same roof. It's like this idea of us. I consider us family. People in this room, family, common ideals, common purpose. We have each other's back. We encourage each other. We challenge each other. We drive each other crazy sometimes. But family can take a lot of different forms. It doesn't necessarily have to take blood for you to be family. How many people have somebody who you consider part of your family that's not blood related? Take a look around. It's everybody. So family and friends is the third. Fourth for me, and you're going to come up with your own list, but fourth for me is faith. You could define that however you'd like. Faith in something you can't see yet. Faith in something that you believe is real and possible and potential, but you can't quite see it yet. There's something about faith that pulls us through our lives, challenges us to step into a bigger picture for ourselves, causes us to have a bigger vision. This faith, the ability to see something you can't, or the ability to believe something you can't quite see yet. For me, that's a precious thing. Think about a person without faith, without the ability to see the future, without the ability to know that things are happening for a purpose, even though they don't understand it yet. That's a sad existence to me. And I grew up in a house filled with faith. And that's a valuable part of my upbringing, I believe. So I don't know what it is for you, but faith is a big one for me. Purpose. Number 5 on my list. Show me a sad person, I'll show you somebody without a purpose. One of the saddest things on earth is a person without a purpose. Finding that thing that drives you, finding that thing that causes you to play bigger than you thought, finding that thing that's outside of you, something bigger than yourself that causes you to stretch and grow. Leads you to contribution, leads you. The things that make me happiest in this world are growth and contribution. And guess why growth and contribution make me so happy is because it drives me in the direction of my purpose. When I'm here in front of you today, I will tell you this is my purpose. This is why I was born, is to do this. And why? Because it's causing me to grow and it's causing me to contribute to you. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Purpose. Number 6 is freedom. Having choices, having options. I think it's a precious thing. Being able to follow your own convictions, being able to make decisions and do things because you decided they were important. Being able to say no. Most people in this world, do you know that they don't have the ability to say no? Their boss tells them to do something that they don't agree with, and they don't have the ability to say no. Look at what's happening in the headlines today. People finding themselves in unfortunate situations with powerful people and not knowing how to say no and not feeling empowered to say no. So one is the ability to walk away from things that you don't agree with. The other is the ability to say yes to the things that you want to experience. Whether it's personal for you to be able to say yes to the car you want to drive or the house you want to live in, or if it's about others to be able to say yes to supporting a family member in need or taking care of your child's education or contributing to the cause that's important to you. When they pass the offering plate, yes, you could put the $20 in. But wouldn't it be nice to say yes to putting in the $20,000? Because you could. When the family member has a disaster and somebody loses a breadwinner in the family, wouldn't it be nice to go beyond saying, I'm praying for you, and be able to say, I'll take care of your mortgage? The freedom to be able to go where we want to go, have our choices and our time. The ability to do these things are such a big deal for me.